First and 10. Pass out to Delpino, hit immediately by Albritton.
Welcome, NFL fans. You're locked in for a trip through gridiron history, one classic at a time. Today, we're touching down at Texas Stadium, December 3rd, 1989, for a game between the 8-4 Los Angeles Rams and the 1-11 Dallas Cowboys. It was 44 degrees, the Rams were favored by 10, and there were 46,100 in the house. College coaching legend John Robinson was in his 7th year as Los Angeles head coach, and had a 64-43 record, along with a postseason mark of 2-5. Jimmy Johnson was in his first year as Dallas's head coach, after Jerry Jones dismissed first-ever Cowboys coach Tom Landry, although Landry was one of the great coaches of the 20th century, with 20 consecutive winning seasons between 1966 and 1985. He had just put up 3 losing seasons in a row, capped by a 3-13 mark in 1988. Despite that, you have to understand at this point, Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson were public enemy number 1 and number 2 for a lot of Dallas Cowboys fans. But did you also in private, inside your head, wonder if the new guy would have the balls to give Landry the axe? It was obvious that the game had passed him by at that point, but any public display of non-fawning adoration of Tom Landry was pretty much frowned on, at least in Dallas anyways. They are Dallas's team, right? No, they were America's team. Just ask them. So not just in Dallas, but all over in America. We were publicly shouting from the rooftops about how upset we were and that the JJs would be the end of the Cowboys. Do you remember how you felt? I'm not a native Dallas fan, but I'd imagine it was in vogue to publicly declare they're no longer my Cowboys. Into the drama, both the Herschel Walker and Eric Dickerson trades were still fresh in the minds of Cowboys fans and Rams fans, respectively. Jim Everett was the quarterback for the Rams for a 4th season. He had compiled an 81.7 passer rating and over 10,000 yards in 44 career starts. Rookie quarterback Troy Aikman, the first selection in the most recent NFL draft, was starting his 8th career game. He had amassed a 51.6 rating and 4 touchdowns versus 12 interceptions. That ratio would improve, but never more than in this game. In head-to-head play, the Cowboys owned a 12-10 edge against the Rams since making their debut in 1960. The following is a CBS Sports production. Enjoy!
Lansford kicks off for the Rams, and we're underway. And it'll be Derek Shepard returning for Dallas. Gets it beyond the 25-yard line where Jerry Gray makes the stop. On the 27-yard line, Aikman throwing. First pass intended for Johnston, and it was Kevin Green who got a hand on it. Darrell Johnston on the wing, penalty marker down as Paul Palmer gets the handoff and brings it to about the 30-yard line.
John Robinson doesn't want to see a lot of today.
Defense, nose tackle.
Hey, Johnny, we're over here.
On the draw play, Paul Palmer.
A couple of concerns.
Personal foul, 47 defense. First down.
Aikman gets rid of it, going for Derek Shepard. And covering was Leroy Irvin. Paul Palmer gets tripped up. Might have been his own man who tripped him up. Aikman gets time. He completes the pass to Totalatasi, and a fumble, and the Rams going after it and have recovered the fumble. Starting from the I formation, and he swings it out. Greg Bell, and he loses about 4 on the play, and it was Jack Del Rio, the outside linebacker, who makes a big play. Put your picture on 2nd down and 13. And the pass out to Delpino, it's caught, and it's going to be a Ram first down. First down on the 39 at Dallas. The pitch to Greg Bell. Bell gets a couple, goes out wide left. Everett's pass is dropped by Anderson, the 37. Everett gets rid of it in a hurry, and Aaron Cox makes the reception, and it'll be good for another Ram first down to the 25. First back through is Delpino, and picks up about a yard. Everett's pass is caught. Willie Anderson, first down on the 13. Here's Bell with McGee blocking, and nothing going for Greg Bell. Eyes when he came up with the Steelers. 2nd and 9, and the pass to Delpino inside the 5. And another first down looms for the Rams. Ray Horton, the free safety, makes the stop. Two tight ends and Robert Cox as a third. Bell gets to the 1. Here's Bell. Not going to make it this time. And the pass. Damone Johnson, touchdown, Rams. And with just under 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the LA Rams, capitalizing on a Cowboy turnover, have moved in front 7-0. 11 apiece. Headed over towards Shepard at the 8-yard line. Shepard, whose specialty is punt returns, began with the Washington Redskins, brings it out to the 31-32. Darrell Johnston, the rookie fullback, maybe a yard, and that's all. Sean Miller, the nose tackle or the defensive end, makes the stop. Down at 9. Paul Palmer gets an opening, and Palmer brings it out and then loses the ball. Another fumble. And the Rams have recovered it again. Everett's pass to Flipper Henderson up the middle, and he's got it. And the Rams threaten again inside the 10-yard line. Here's Del Pino. And Del Pino gets close to the goal line and is stopped just short at the 1. Jack Del Rio, the linebacker, making the stop, and the Rams are on the verge of going in again. Johnson and Pat Carter are tight ends with Robert Cox. And Greg Bell will get it easily for the second Ram touchdown of this first quarter. Now Mike Lansford connects on the 14th point of the game. Shepard to the left. And a run back opportunity for Shepard on the 5. And he gets tripped up. And they'll mark it just beyond the 25-yard line without the split.
But it's bent the right way to curve right around the football.
On first down. Pass is dropped by Dixon.
Thing he tell me to do.
3 wide receivers. And the handoff to Darrell Johnston. Here's Paul Palmer. He had some running room, but is stopped well short of first down yardage.
For a darn thing, I could have used some.
Mike Saxon is kicking, and Darrell Henley back for the Rams. Line drive kick. Henley with nowhere to go. Holohan, part of a 2 tight end offense. Everett's first pass is caught. Damone Johnson, and a gain of only 2 yards that time. Del Rio on the stop.
That can beat him.
That's a big departure for Robinson. Greg Bell trying to sweep wide right, slips. Hubert McGee in motion. Everett off balance, throws deep to Holohan. And it's knocked away. It was intercepted apparently by Horton, but it was knocked away by Holohan with an alert play by the receiver. Good kick by Hatcher. Shepard. Number 25. Gets by one defender and is finally wrestled down at the 31 by Anthony Newman, or 10-yard return. Play fake by Aikman. And the pass is caught by Dixon. Johnston. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Paul Palmer. Stopped short. Will not get it. It'll be Henley. And he'll let the ball drop, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 1-yard line or even closer. That kick went 54 yards and a half.
That's right on the half-yard line there. Great punt from Mike Saxon.
And the give is to Del Pino. On the left, second down and 8. Once again, it's Del Pino, and he'll bring it out to the 6-yard line, bringing up third down. Receivers for the Rams. 3rd and 5. Del Pino will try to sneak him through, but the Cowboys were there, and it's Bill Bates and Ed Jones with a big defensive play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Derek Shepard back for Dallas. Not a long kick, but it takes a Ram bounce, goes out of bounds. But the Cowboys will have the ball in Ram territory for the first time today. Aikman's toss caught by Folsom, the tight end. Gets close to 1st down yardage. Mel Owens, whose job defensively is to shadow the tight end, makes the tackle in a gain of about 9. 2 tight ends. Palmer will bounce off a defender and get more than enough for the 1st down. And out of bounds, close to the 15-yard line. Leroy Irvin chased him, and a gain of 18. Palmer hit immediately by Mel Owens and gets nothing. Here's Palmer. Gets a hole up the middle. Palmer gets to the 5 and inside the 5. Darrell Johnston. He'll go nowhere. And a flag. Alvin Wright came charging across but was drawn off by the Cowboys.
Ball start. 68 offense. Still 2nd down.
Folsom in motion, the tight end. Aikman fires. Incomplete. He threw into a crowd. See those signals from the sideline. Pass up the middle. Darrell Johnston, and Dallas scores. Kick is deep, and it'll be Ron Brown on the 3. Former Olympic sprinter, putting on the burners, goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Everett's pass knocked away, intended for Anderson. Everson Walls defending on the play. Everett with a lot of time drills it, and Anderson is hit hard, and this time it was the strong safety Vince Albritton. A real solid hit by Albritton to break it up. 4 rushmen and 7 defensive backs. Pressure on Everett. Down he goes. Dean Hamel with the sack.
Safeties.
Hatcher's kick. Shepard. And he gets smothered. The other wideout. Darrell Johnston fights his way forward to the 45. Gain of 5. Alvin Wright makes the tackle for the Rams. 2nd and 5. Johnston. Good second effort by Darrell Johnston. Will be stopped short of a 1st down. 3rd down and 1. Paul Palmer tripped up, and he's not going to get there, and will lose a 1.5 yards. High kick, not a long one. And will be marked out of bounds at the 29-yard line. And at the 25. Greg Bell picks up a couple. Rams on their 27. Everett up the middle. And the pass is caught by Buford McGee. Gets by a couple of defenders and turns it into a big gain for the Rams. Everett again with time. Completes to Anderson. And he's close to a 1st down. McGee in motion. Del Pino. That'll be close.
The reason is because it has to do with their value as far as how much they play and what the Cowboys would have to compensate the Minnesota Vikings.
Another blocker on 3rd and 1. Bell. And he may have made it for a new Cowboy record. 1st down on the 37. McGee. And McGee picks up about 8 yards in the 2nd. 2nd and 1. Del Pino dives and appears to have another Ram 1st down.
You know he's not going to catch it.
2 minutes to go in the 1st half. Everett lofts it to Holohan. Nearly broke a couple of tackles. That was his first catch of the day. 2nd down and 6. And up the middle, Robert Del Pino is hit hard by Jack Del Rio. And they rule that he coughed it up. A fumble. Aikman. Up the middle, completes to Burbage. And shows his speed, and Cornell Burbage brings it out in a gain of 16. Aikman can run, and there he goes. And Aikman slides safely into Ram territory. Green trying to get to Aikman. Pass thrown behind Tartalatasi. 2nd and 10. Aikman has Burbage. And Burbage is tackled at the 35, and the Cowboys will use their 2nd timeout. Aikman's pass intended for Burbage, but well short. Aikman had the ball knocked away and got up, and finally is nailed. And Aikman's pass, and Ford was not inbounds. Bernard Ford made a tremendous attempt and catch, but he could not keep both feet in bounds.
This is a great throw from Aikman and a great catch. Unfortunately, you got to have 2 feet down in this league. Ford gets his left foot down, but the right foot ends up on the chalk.
And a delay of the game call is upcoming, and Aikman really upset.
Well, and he's upset because he has to rely on the play being sent in from the coaching staff, and the coaching staff didn't get it in soon enough.
4 wide receivers. Aikman will put it up for grabs here. And it's knocked away as time runs out. And a penalty marker is down.
And a scrimmage. There's the
roughing the passer, number 70.
I'm not so sure that's roughing the passer, though. He had his hands on it, but it looked like
on the clock. And the kick is good. Give them 3. Been a long time since they've won here at Texas Stadium. Second half is underway, and it'll be Del Pino inside his 10. Pushed out of bounds by Everson Walls at the 30-yard line. Bell are the running backs. Greg Bell picks up 5 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Bell stopped at the 37-38 yard line by Dean Hamill again, as the Rams come out with the bread and butter rushing plays. 2 tight end offense. Jump pass to Holohan, and I believe he has enough for the 1st down, and a penalty marker comes flying out of the secondary. Eugene Lockhart made the stop on Holohan, and it depends on the spot. And it won't depend on the spot because we'll have a penalty against the Rams. 12. 7 defensive backs in there. Up the middle to Aaron Cox. And he makes a fine catch and gets hit by 3 separate Cowboy defenders. Gets into Dallas territory, and a big 35-yard gain by the Rams with Ray Horton. Everett under pressure. And the pass is dropped, and a penalty marker down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding 86 offense. Still 1st down.
Damone their head. We probably should at this time.
Del Pino on 1st and 20. Gets a big hole and picks up nearly all 20 of those yards as he runs inside the 30 and gets 17. 2nd down and 3 on the Cowboy 29. Jackie Slater.
False start. 78 offense. 2nd down.
Overzealous. Everett flips it up the middle of Del Pino. Tackle made by Ken Norton on the 30-yard line. Will bring up 3rd and a couple. 3rd and 3 on the draw. Bell, and he'll lose yardage. Rams are going to try to keep it in play, but they can, and it will go in the end zone for a touchback. In motion, Bernard Ford. And the pass to Ford. Ridden out of bounds, and a good gain, Vince Newsom. Ford, of course, pressed into action. Derek Shepard out of the game with a strained right knee, limiting the wide receiver core, already limited with the loss of Kelvin Martin and Michael Irvin. Penalty marker down, Paul Palmer. So far
Offside.
in this game,
98 defense.
Sean Miller
First down.
went offside. Darrell Johnston runs into a brick wall. Aikman on 2nd and 10 throws the interception to Leroy Irvin. James Dixon makes the tackle. No receiver anywhere near Leroy Irvin, who picks it off, and the Rams will have the ball in Dallas territory.
Pulled on that time.
Third turnover of the game by Dallas. On first down, Pete Holohan will keep it going and makes the reception good for 15 yards, and another Ram first down to the 22-yard line of the Cowboys. Greg Bell on the handoff. Gets inside the 20-yard line. Here. 2nd and 7. Holohan holds on despite the hit by Horton. Receiver for the Rams. Everett throws to Cox. Cox has it, and he gets in for the touchdown. Aaron Cox with the touchdown, and his 2nd of the year. Kick is good. James Dixon and Scott Ankrum are deep for the Cowboys. The short kick, and Dixon on the run at the 14-yard line. Bust out of a crowd, and a nifty bit of return work by James Dixon as he brings it out to the 35-yard line. Aikman on first down completes to Burbage, and he'll have enough for the first down to the 46-yard line, a gain of 11. Paul Palmer picks up about 2.
A real plus for the 49ers.
2nd down and 8. Aikman getting crushed, gets the ball off, but out of bounds. Bernard Ford was out of bounds when he caught the ball, and tremendous pressure. 4 wide receivers for Dallas on 3rd down. Aikman dumps it up the middle, and Johnston had tipped it and nearly made the reception. Fair catch called for by Irvin, just shy of the 20-yard line. Greg Bell. Delpino on the carry, brings it out to the 30, close to a Ram first down. Your record, meaning your record, Dan. Any comments? What record? First and 10. Pass out to Delpino, hit immediately by Albritton. And 5. Bell on 3rd down and 4, and the quick handoff to Delpino, and he's going to be short of the first down.
Around for somebody to block, as this one comes up a little bit shy. A lot of things flying around, bodies everywhere, trying to pick out the right guy to block.
And Hatcher going to try to run with it, and is tackled, and he nearly made the first down, by the way. Ray Horton prevented the first down by Hatcher. First down on the Ram 38. Johnston. Boy, he's got good power, Darrell Johnston, as he carries it to the 35, a gain of 3. Aikman. Quick toss to Dixon. That's by one defender. He's got a first down. He's at the 20, 10, 5. He's in. Touchdown. Now Luis Zendejas with the conversion. It's good. 21-17. Luis Zendejas kicking off. Ron Brown is deep for the Rams. And Brown is pushed out of bounds. Down on the 25. Everett. Pass to Buford McGee, and it's caught close to the first down. Down on the 35. Greg Bell gets an opening, and it closes in a hurry as Horton. Everett's pass intercepted. Picked off by Ray Horton. Over on their 41. Paul Palmer finds an opening. Dallas. Aikman's pass intended for Dixon. Aikman on a quarterback draw will have the first down and more. 19 yards. First down on the 35. Darrell Johnston moves the pile. Johnston short by a couple of yards. A penalty marker is thrown, and that'll be a face mask call against the Rams. It'll be a first down. Aikman takes off, turns the corner, and is out of bounds inside the 10. Another first down for the Cowboys. Johnston head down, gets maybe a yard. This has been a game of turnovers and mistakes. 3 Dallas turnovers have resulted in 3 Ram touchdowns. Aikman's toss, touchdown, Dallas. Folsom, the tight end, all alone. With Laufenberg holding. Not a good snap, but Zendejas' kick is perfect. This will be kicking off. Back deep, Ron Brown and Robert Del Pino. Brown bobbles it at the goal line. Loses the ball. Cowboys have it inside the 5. Manny Hendricks has the ball for Dallas. Paul Palmer close and doesn't quite get in on first down. Second and down, and Aikman gets sacked back to the 10-yard line by Kevin Green. 5 receivers for Dallas out of the shotgun. Aikman's pass to Ford. Touchdown. It's good. Dallas.
A week from Monday doesn't mean all that much.
Kickoff by Zendejas, and it's going to be Ron Brown on the 6th. He lost the ball the last time, and the Cowboys converted. First down Rams on the 24. Pass to Aaron Cox, incomplete. Points. Second and 10, Everett. Greg Bell makes a fine catch, but goes nowhere and will lose about 3. Third down and 12 for the Rams. Everett's pass caught by Aaron Cox, and he'll get the first down. Runs out of bounds at the 36. Comeback against the Saints last week. Everett's throw going for second and 10. Everett sacked. Second one of the game. Down in 17. Everett fires to Holohan. Not that time. Defense by 3 different people back there, including Ron Francis and Bill Bates.
He loses Francis.
Cornell Burbage is deep. And he receives the kick. Newman makes the hit. Pass to Ford. And he gets about 9, and Aikman got rid of it just before the on-rushing Kevin Green arrived. Darrell Johnston is not going to make it on that attempt. Johnston gets the first down. The 8th season when they beat Atlanta. Johnston hit and maybe a yard. Mel Owens on the tackle. Half on the game clock. Darrell Johnston gets hit, and holding on is Alvin Wright. There's a loose ball and a fumble. The officials have not given it. Yes, it's going to be Rams ball. Then scores to pull this game out. Pass caught. Holohan with a fine grab. His team has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. Everett going deep. Wide open is Ron Brown. He's there. Touchdown. And somebody missed an assignment on the Cowboys. Mike Lansford with the conversion. And the kick is good. Short kick. It'll be Dixon. There goes Dixon. Past the 40. And ridden out of bounds at the 45-yard line by Anthony Newman. Aikman's pass tipped. Incomplete. Intended for Junior Totalatasi. They're going to have a procedure penalty as Totalatasi moves before the snap.
Illegal motion. Offense. Still second down.
Pressure on Aikman. Aikman is going deep. And they're going to have no flag on the play as Dixon was defended by Leroy Irvin. 3rd and 15 out of the shotgun. Aikman's pass caught by Johnston, but it's way short. And they're going to have to kick, and the Rams immediately call for a first timeout
that Jim Everett has now.
Saxon kicking. No flag down as Saxon goes down. Now they throw the penalty marker. Henley on the fair catch has it at the 21.
Illegal procedure. Offense is declined.
Everett on first down fires, and the ball is caught by Willie Anderson in front. Everett's toss. Callahan, good man to go to, and he'll have another first down on the second effort. They did not single a first down. It looks like they're short, but this pass intended for Aaron Cox is broken up. On the draw play, Buford McGee, and he's got the first down, and the Rams are in field goal range to tie a pickup of 11 yards.
3rd and 1, big 11-yard gain.
They get a playoff. Everett to McGee, got some room, and McGee gets inside the 25. Robert Williams on the stop. Everett, quick toss, Cox, he's got it, and he's going to get in there for the touchdown to give the Rams the lead again. 23 yards, and Dan, I guess one of the questions is, do the Rams score too quickly because the Cowboys have some time to come back now? Mike Lansford with the extra point, and it's 35-31, and that means that the Cowboys would need a touchdown. 31. The big shootout at Texas Stadium. Line drive kick is picked up by Dixon. Dixon with another good return. And nearly broke another tackle. Anthony Newman got a hold of his shoe. Troy Aikman does in his 11th hour bid. Cornell Burbage gets it to midfield. A gain of 5. Forward progress. Anthony Newman on the stop. Aikman, Burbage again, and he has enough for the first. Aikman has time. Receivers are covered. He tried to run out of bounds, and he gets hit just prior to that. Aikman's pass. And it's caught by Totalatasi. He may have the first down, but the clock is key, and another timeout called by Dallas.
Than they played here today against Dallas.
It is a first down. We'll watch the 49ers and the Falcons. 35-31 the Rams. Dallas trying to come back, and a pass caught by Junior Totalatasi. Aikman trying to get away from Kevin Green. Fires. And it's picked off but out of bounds. It'll go incomplete with 31 seconds remaining. 5 on the 27. They've got 2 downs to try to make it. They'll go for it on 4th if they need to. Burbage makes the catch. They won't have to. It's a first down inside the 20. And they stop it with 12 seconds remaining. Aikman completes to Burbage. They wrap him up. Well, they didn't go into the end zone, and now the clock is running, and the game is going to end without the Cowboys getting a chance, and the Rams will win it.
Everett completed 27 of 37 passes for 341 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception, for a 126.1 rating. His weapon of choice was Aaron Cox, who pulled down 5 for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. Flipper Anderson, who a week prior just collected the NFL record for receiving with 336 yards. Still a record, by the way. Caught 4 for 77. Robert Del Pino led the Rams on the ground, with 45 yards on 11 rushes. Aikman was efficient in defeat, completing 19 of 34 passes for 179 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a 97.5 rating. Cornell Burbage led the receiving corps with 7 catches for 64 yards. Nobody else on the team caught more than 3, but Aikman's 4 touchdown passes each went to a different receiver, not named Burbage. 40 seconds left in the ball at the Rams' 32-yard line. Aikman intended to call a play from the line of scrimmage. To signal the play to his receivers, Aikman made a hand gesture by putting the palm of his right hand between 2 fingers of his left. This resembled the signal a player would use to request a timeout. Umpire Art Demis immediately granted one to Dallas, their final timeout. 2 plays later, this faux pas cost the Cowboys the opportunity to stop the clock and take one final shot from the red zone. The competitive game was a momentary bright spot in an otherwise challenging 1-15 season for the Cowboys. While ultimately a loss, the back-and-forth effort was a small sign of progress in the franchise's rebuild. Meanwhile, the Rams completed their season with a record of 11-5, earning the top wildcard position. They hosted the Philadelphia Eagles in the opening round, topping the Buddy Roulette Club by a 21-7 final count, then defeated the Bill Parcells-led New York Giants 19-13. Bill Walsh and his San Francisco 49ers put an end to LA's Cinderella run with a 30-3 drubbing in the NFC Championship. That's all for now. If you're picking up what I'm laying down, like and subscribe. I'm going to get to every game, bet. In the meantime, keep the laces out and keep the history alive. I'll see you on the next kickoff. Bye.